Okay, that's one single pass right there. But the rain, beautiful. Hey guys, Kapper here. So today's project is we're going to try and get this totally reclaimed pond dam planted and seeded before allegedly rain tonight. So I got the Coyote, I got the TR3, we got a hydraulic top link. This is all tree roots. You can see I'm starting to pull all these roots up. This was all a jungle in here, trees and brush. But my first objective is to loosen up the top 2 inches. So I got scarifiers for that, and then I'm going to run the drag over it to try and level it a little bit better. Alright, so I stumbled across this video on our channel the other day. Look at this before look. This is the pond on the left side. It's so overgrown it comes all the way out to the driveway here, and you could barely drive your truck through it on both sides. So that's kind of why it took me a lot longer than I had thought. Here I'm going to show you, I'm going to move my camera here on this video and show you what it looks like basically on this left side here. Look at that. Look at the briars. They're 10 foot tall. Just, you can't walk through here even if you wanted to. So this is the exact spot here that we're going to be planting today and kind of, or finally finishing up. Alright, so the very first pass is the absolute worst on a project like this. So you got to look at all the chaff and the garbage I'm collecting. But I got the scarifiers down. You could see the furrows. So I'm trying to loosen up the top, 2 inches, and at the same time pull all the garbage off of this thing. So the first pass, maybe 2 passes, is kind of tries your patience a little bit, but we're going to get it done.
If I were the devil, first thing that I'd do is I'd come off like I ever gave a damn about you. I let you catch a peek of all your greatest desires, then I'd watch the flames in your eyes burn like hellfire.
Trying to get us close to level again. Rock and roll.
find all the wolves in the land, and I'd make them fight each other tooth and nail and hand to hand. Find all the sheep, make them stir up the pot, 'cause once the wolves have killed each other, sheep are what I want. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if he's red, and I don't know if he's blue. One thing that I know, we need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. As I placed that thorny crown on my furrowed brow, well, I'd shine in all the tears of joy yelling from the crowd. I want to brainwash the parents, and I have the world. I'll be in every schoolhouse lecturing little boys and girls. The devil walks among us, friends, I know this is true.
Okay, that's one single pass right there, but you get the idea. It's continually to clean up the chaff and the rocks. It's pulling them, and it's dropping dirt into the swales and the ruts. I may run it twice. I may run the drag now and see how that looks. I mean, this ain't like a city park or nothing. It's a farm. We just want to be able to mow this, which right now this is easily could be mowed. So I think I'll put the drag on, give that a few runs, pick a couple of rocks that it missed. This one here, I don't even know if I'm going to run this one with that TR3. The backside is all good. This thing here, yeah, I need to run this. So I'll run this one with the TR3, and then I want to plant this whole thing. Now this second pass, the scarifiers are up. The first one I just loosened it. Now I want to start grading it a little bit, so I'm going to put them back teeth, the comb down. And I don't want to pull a lot of material, so I'm just using that back comb. Pass. Alright, we're going to get this drag out of our way. I left it here last time I left off on the project with the ATV. And then we got to pick a few more rocks, and then I'm going to work on this shoreline over here. And then we'll drag the whole L shape, the whole entire thing. Cutting the inside of this about 6 feet down, as long as they don't roll in.
walks among us friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. The one thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. My final act, tell you what it'd be. I'd have everyone so medicated they could never see. My cloven hooves on horned head would be all disguised, and the best part of it all is they'd comply with their demise. The devil walks among us friends, I know this is true. And I don't know if it's me, and I don't know if it's you. One thing that I know, need to take a look around. If I were the devil, this world wouldn't be my playground. If I were the devil, this world was mine to see. Well, I'd witness all the atrocities, and it'd probably frighten me. So I'd run back home with a story to tell. I'd tell all my demon friends that I always preferred hell.
All right, let me show you what I got going here. I've got two mostly sunny seed mixes. Tall fescue, it's good for droughts, and I got 4 bags of triple 13 to give it a boost. And I am going to mix a little bit of clover in it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 bag on first, spread it kind of lightly, and then the fertilizer, and then I'm going to drag that all in. So some of the grass will be a little deeper. Hey guys, Kapper here. Today's video is brought to you by Living the Dream Outdoor Properties. If you're looking for your dream property in Missouri, Kentucky, Southern Illinois, Kansas, I think they cover 2 other ones. Check them out. Their main office is here between Rolla and St. Louis in southern Missouri. Great people to work with. Don't wait. The land ain't gonna wait for you. If you're thinking about it, give them a call. All right, let's get back into it. Thanks. And then I'm going to put clover, which is tiny, in with the second bag and just spread it on top and then just leave it. We're supposed to get rain tonight. Supposed to. If that happens, it'll be perfect. I mean, unless we get torrential downpours. But so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm not going to video this part because I'm just about done. But that's the mix I'm using. All right, it's all wrapped up. Let me show you the finished product. A few more rocks came up, but that's natural when you're in rock country. I wouldn't even hazard a guess what it would have cost for this whole project. You needed multiple machines. Some of these trees were so big here you could see the size of them. You need an excavator, a dozer can't work in here on the inside of a pond dam and clear trees. You could have maybe cheated and used a skid steer with a forestry mulcher and left the big trees, but I honestly don't like the product you get with that, because everything that was growing here would grow back this spring, because the forestry mulcher doesn't kill anything, because all the root system's still intact, and you end up with stobs, big stobs all throughout this whole thing. Frogs have learned that there's bass in here now. And then all of the chaff left from the mulcher makes it very acidic, so nothing wants to grow. So if you want to grow a lawn, you got to get the roots out of there. I could have done better on this inside stretch here. Honestly though, my time management is like, you know what, we can't mow that inside dam over here. That's going to be this excavator brush cutter once a year, twice a year. But this is all really nice. I'll probably need to bush hog it with the tractor the first few times, because you could see some of the roots are still left. But just imagine, this is the stuff that if you mulch with a brush mulcher or a forestry mulcher, it's 100% this. Now I got like 2% this. So fingers crossed, they're calling for rain tonight. If that happens and it don't like blow everything out, this is going to be nice. It really will. The rain, beautiful. So stay tuned and go pursue your adventure, whatever that is. All right, I'll see you next time. Thanks.